In January, the government named who it was hunting in Minneapolis. The worst of the worst. Vicious murderers, rapists, child pedophiles. They published a list of names. And then they arrested 3,789 people. And then ICE's own records came out, and 63% had no criminal record. 97% were street arrests, pulled off sidewalks, not out of jail. These are ICE's own numbers. It was called Operation Metro Surge. 60 days across the metro. The city never voted for it, never authorized it, and was never allowed to review it. When a bill shows up wildly bigger than what you supposedly bought, you ask for the line items first. Minneapolis got a $203 million bill for 1 month, and the agency that ran it is sitting on the evidence. Minneapolis got the invoice. ICE kept the receipt. Here's the itemized bill the city could put together. Lost business revenue, $81 million. Lost wages from people too scared to leave home, $47 million. Emergency rent help, $15.7 million. 1 month, $203 million. By April, the state attorney general ran the whole metro. Over $240 million in lost wages. Around $610 million in lost business. Fear travels further than the agents do. People stopped going to work. Customers stopped crossing the street. So what did the money buy? At least 3,789 arrests. 2 dead American citizens. Renée Good, shot through her windshield by an ICE agent after she dropped her child off at school. Alex Preddy, and 1 more who died in custody. Then the full records came out through a Freedom of Information lawsuit. Fewer than 1 in 4 had any conviction. About 13% had charges pending. 63% had neither. And the convictions they did count run down to traffic tickets. At least 273 had valid work permits. Now, you might have seen a number going around. 71% flagged for violent or sexual offenses. That number is real, but it covers 124 names. A slice of the list DHS published, 335 names, out of 3,789 arrests. That list is 9% of the operation. DHS showed you 9%. It left out the other 91. The press release showed you 9%. The data showed you everyone. Minneapolis got the invoice. ICE kept the receipt. A federal judge was watching all of this. Chief Judge Patrick Schlitz. He was hearing the detention challenges. On January 28th, he counted 96 violations of his own orders. By late February, the count was around 210. His words, ICE is not a law unto itself. He threatened criminal contempt. The operation kept going anyway. Go back to Renée Good. The FBI first agreed to investigate alongside Minnesota. Then it reversed. It took the car, the forensic evidence, the witness interviews, and locked the state out. Minnesota's request went to the same agency whose agent fired the gun. There's an old rule, TUI, that lets a federal agency head decide what outsiders get. Minnesota asked. DHS said TUI doesn't even apply here. The agency decided its own rules didn't bind it. This newsletter keeps landing on the same logic in different stories. A cost that arrives without a vote. After the last election, I left Seattle. I moved back to a suburb of Detroit. I'll be honest about why. I wanted to be somewhere harder to find. I thought retribution would land on the blue West Coast. It landed on Minnesota instead. Something I never wanted to be right about. There are 2 ways to answer a bill you didn't vote for. You fight it, or you get smaller so it might not find you. Moving to Michigan was the second kind. Here's what couldn't fit in 6 minutes. A county attorney has charged an ICE officer with assault. Whether it sticks depends on doctrine that shields federal agents from state charges. 2 cases are how you break that shield. And there's one lever even a presidential pardon can't reach. Every figure you just heard is sourced. Court records, ICE's own data, the state's filings. All linked. Minneapolis got the invoice. ICE kept the receipt. The full accounting is on Substack. That's at the Civic node. Subscribe free at drinkyouroj.substack.com. New issues every week.